You got an ancient hot date, candlelight dinners on the table. Cue the baby making music, but perhaps not too keen on making a baby. Honey pie, here, try this. No, my love, this right here. Let's learn the fun-sized story of Silphium, the ancient world's most flavorful contraceptive. For thousands of years, our ancestors searched far and wide for any substance that would make a bland dish more exciting to the palate. That cinnamon in your favorite cereal once had to be shipped all the way from India. And that nutmeg in your pumpkin spice latte originated in 7 tiny Indonesian islands that European powers fought over for centuries. No, keep looking, there. One of these more bizarre flavors is called assa fetida. That second part of the word is related to our word fetid because it apparently stinks to high heaven until it's cooked, and then it imparts a smooth, onion-like flavor to food. It's what gives Worcestershire sauce its distinct flavor. That original odor, however, was putrid enough to give the spice an alternate name: devil's dung. When Alexander the Great pushed north of Persia with his armies, they were overjoyed to discover assa fetida there. Why? Because it resembled another plant named Silphium, which rendered an already known spice that was both prohibitively expensive and nearly extinct. What was this other plant, and why was it so expensive? Simple supply and demand. It's time to refresh that high school econ knowledge that you thought you would never use. Perfect timing as our stock market and economy currently tank thanks to this post/kinda still happening coronavirus thing. Greek sources first mentioned Silphium in 638 BC. Growing in a thin band on the north coast of today's Libya, it was important enough that 7 years later, the Greeks established a colony named Cyrene there to gain a monopoly over the Silphium trade. There were attempts to transplant and grow Silphium in Greece and Syria, but they always failed. Ancient writers like Herodotus mentioned that Silphium favored growing in wilderness, far from cultivated land. Its singular origin led to the colony cornering the market and prices tending to be extremely high, making Cyrene extremely wealthy. This plant was their lifeblood, so much so that it was even represented on their coins. But given its growth peculiarities, supply dwindled and prices only increased. Why this madness for Silphium then, if plants like assa fetida existed in abundance and mimic Silphium's flavor? The answer may lie in another of Cyrene's coins. Many depict Silphium by itself, but some show a woman seated, touching the plant, and resting her other hand in her lap. Some scholars have even interpreted the image as her lap hand pointing to her genitals. I honestly can't tell, but you be the judge. In short, beyond flavor, Silphium offered an amorous couple a real sense of security. That's because it was considered a powerful contraceptive and abortifacient, meaning consuming it prevented or even aborted a pregnancy. Did it really work? Soranus of Ephesus, the ancient world's preeminent gynecologist, noted that Cyrenaic juice could prevent pregnancy, but he warned against it because it could kill an already growing fetus or cause digestive issues. Recent studies show that ferrujol, a natural compound existing in the plant family that includes Silphium, inhibits pregnancy in female rats up to 100%. So probably, female, but rats, maybe? If not quite medically sound, it was clear that the usefulness of Silphium had taken hold in the popular imagination. For example, the Roman love poet Catullus, daydreaming about how many kisses he could give the object of his affection, wrote, quote, "As great as is the number of the Libyan sand that lies on Silphium-bearing Cyrene," end quote. What a twofer, right? Whining and dining a new girlfriend with some pricey Silphium and getting some peace of mind. Clearly, at that time, many potential babies needed to not be potentially made, as Silphium was extinct by the 3rd century AD. The Roman Emperor Nero, living in this later period, was once presented as a curiosity, the only single stalk of Silphium found in anyone's recent memory. So if we ever get the okay to leave quarantine and you line up that first romantic dinner, consider leaving some Worcestershire sauce on the table. Remember, history isn't just kings and dates. It's a story of you and me, just in different circumstances. One big soap opera, and we should learn it that way. Follow me on Instagram, join the conversation on Reddit, and consider becoming a patron at patreon.com. Man, all this food talk's got me hungry.